Good afternoon. My name is Amy Houston, and today's lesson is to discuss your personal brand. The objective of today's lesson is to help you understand the importance of projecting a positive personal brand. Oftentimes when we think about brands, we think about companies. What are big companies that you think about when you think about a positive brand? Can anybody give me any ideas or any companies or even people that you think about when you think about brands? Oftentimes people think about Coke, Nike, Under Armour, Aflac. People think about large corporations when they think about brands. But something that people miss oftentimes is the importance of thinking about their own personal brand and how they project themselves as a brand in their day-to-day interactions. It's very important for people to understand that each and every interaction that they have, both personally and professionally, help build their brand each and every day. A personal brand is not only how you act, but it's also how you're perceived by people, both in your business interactions and in your personal interactions. It's how people perceive you to be, whether it's real or it's perceived. Perception is reality, and that's the truth in both business and your personal life. One of the things that's very important when you go to creating your brand is creating the brand mindset. You have to have the mentality each and every day of improving your brand mindset. You have to know that you're not going to go out with a perfect brand. You have to have a goal in mind and objectives in mind to improve your brand each and every day. You have to know that it's not going to be perfect, and you have to know that you're going to make mistakes along the way. You're going to have to be open to feedback and be open to the opinions of your peers and of your bosses and of your leadership team as they give you feedback along the way. It's very important to also ask for that feedback so that they know that you're attempting to build your brand and you're trying to improve your personal brand in both your business and your personal interactions. And it's also important to remember how you treat people. It's important to remember that you have to treat the janitor in your company with the same dignity and respect that you would the CEO of your company. When they pass by and they're about to go clean the restrooms or clean the break rooms in your company, to have the same smile and cordialness that you would if the CEO was passing you to go to a meeting at that time, to ask them how their day is and those different types of things. Not only to help build a relationship with that particular person, but to also build the relationship and the respect of the people that are observing that interaction and see and notice how you treat different people along the way. It's part of what I would say is having integrity and how you're treating people regardless of their title or how much money they make or really what they're able to do for you. And that's part of building your brand. Each interaction you have with those people, you have the ability to either improve or damage your personal brand. Because if you were to treat those people who may not be able to do anything for you disrespectfully, then that would of course have the ability to damage your brand in the way that people see you and perceive you, which would be a negative impact to your brand. Another way to affect your brand easily is how you react when people either approach you or how you react to different news that you may receive. How you react is very important to your brand. Oftentimes people may ask you questions. I know people may come to you with change in your organization, and it's very easy to be resistant to change and kind of go along with the group that you may be associated with and be resistant to the change. But what oftentimes people are looking for and leaders of the organization are looking for, or ambassadors of change and people who are willing to be the leaders of change and who are able able to adapt to that and how they react in those particular situations positively, and who are also able to engage the team members around them to help be the leaders of change, who are able to react not only to news of change, but who can also receive negative information and unwelcomed information that may not always be easy to receive, but sometimes it's necessary. But understand that although it may be unwelcomed information, it's also given to you in a loving way and in a way to help you grow and help your brand become better. Because you have to know, if you are trying to improve your brand, there may be information that you receive that may not be easy to hear oftentimes. I think we've all been in a situation, if you all would agree, that it's not always easy to hear things that you may not have done well or things that you could improve on. So it's important to react well to that information that may be perceived as being negative or is not easy to always receive. Another way to ensure that your brand is received positively is to be confident. Know that you're coming from a place of good, and give that to your organization, to your peers, and to your leadership. Have the confidence in knowing your job and doing it well, and being able to incorporate change into your organization. Try to incorporate better ways to more effectively do things around the organization to help save time and save money. That's always a great way to become a good brand ambassador and say, hey, I'm trying to do great things for myself and for this organization. I want to do it better. I want to do it faster. I want to do it smarter. And people perceive that well, and as a way that they know that you're not only trying to do something for yourself, but you're also trying to improve the overall business and trying to do it in a good way. So these are things that you can not only do in your business, company, professional life, but you can do these things at church. You can do these things at school. You can do them with your children. You can do them in your home life. You can incorporate them as a teen mom. There's plenty of ways to incorporate these different ways of being a good brand ambassador and helping improve your personal perception and the way that people perceive you in your day-to-day activities. And that's, overall, be confident. Be a positive leader of change. Have a great attitude. And don't be afraid to have a great mindset, and don't be afraid to let people see that from you. Even though people sometimes may have a negative attitude about change, and sometimes there may be naysayers around you, don't be afraid to be that person to stand up and bring out the good and the light in things. Don't be afraid to be the good champion of change, and be the champion of your own brand and your own positivity, and good things will come your way.